Hello guys. I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is gonna be about the action thriller film, Thani Oruvan. Let's get right into the video. In 1980, a low-level party unit Sengal Varayan was devoted to his local chief Tamalvanan and party, to the degree that he is working for a party meeting when his better half starts giving birth. Coincidentally, Tamalvanan comes to the region of Sengal Varayan's home, and loans his vehicle to take Sengal Varayan's better half to the work ward. However, the conveyance happens securely inside the vehicle. In 1996, Sengal Varayan's child Palani gets the first position in quite a while 10th standard state test, and visits Tamalvanan, presently the executive of the party and an individual from the Decision Alliance, for his endowments with his dad. While they are trusting that the pioneer will come in, they witness an unintentional homicide of a renegade in the party, by Tamalvanan because of rank-related remarks by the revolutionary on him. At the point when Tamalvanan requests that Sengal Varayan assume the fault by saying that he killed the man because of fury about the renegade's remarks, Palani volunteers to assume the fault and will go to jail, referring to the mercy of adolescent regulations in return for an MLA seat for his dad and the impending by races. Tamalvanan acknowledges and Sengal Varayan later turns into an MLA. In 2015, student IPS officials Mithran, Shakthi, Suraj, Katirazan and Janardhan carefully helped the police in getting a posse which seized 4 young ladies. At some point, Mithran gets an enigmatic instant message on his phone from an unknown number expressing that they know about their tactful exercises. At night, they go out to meet that individual who is uncovered to be legal pathologist and Mithran ex Mahima. Later that very evening, they end up seeing the homicide of a man named Ramar, who is a social dissident with a misrepresentation of grab burglary. Mithran and his companion get the posse and their chief and hand them over to the police. After 4 days, the head of the posse comes to the IPS base camp with the Home Minister. This political and organized crime comes as a shock to Mithran and his friends. Mithran takes them to his house and shows his research on connecting all small unrelated incidents into the global view of a hidden crime network, who bend the law for their own financial benefits. He singles out 3 influential persons: pharmaceutical mogul Ashok Pandian, mineral magnate Charles Cheladurai and chieftain Perumal Swami. When he tries following one, he realizes that all 3 of them work as a group, and they all work for a wealthy and influential scientist Siddharth Abhimanyu. After the completion of his training, Mithran is awarded medals for specializing in dealing with organized crime during training and also for being the best probationer of the batch, and is posted as the ASP of the organized crime unit. Mithran finds that Siddharth is Sengal Varayan's child Palani. After his delivery from jail, Palani had his name changed and passed on India to finish his schooling abroad. After his graduation, he got back to India and is presently a deep-rooted researcher. Siddharth involves the clinical field for some unacceptable reasons and for his own benefit. Sengal Varayan is presently the occupant well-being clergyman in the minority government headed by Tamalvanan, who is currently the CM. Around then, Angelina, a Swiss drug organization proprietor and extremist, attempts to make non-exclusive prescriptions for perilous sicknesses accessible in India for minimal price reasonable by destitute individuals. Siddharth's professional killer kills Angelina before she can consent to the arrangement record with the public authority and shoots Mithran simultaneously. While Mithran is recovering from the gunshot wound in the hospital, an electronic bug, GPS plus audio transmitter, is implanted during surgery by Siddharth. Through the bug, Siddharth listens to all of Mithran's plans and continuously monitors his whereabouts and conversations via audio transmission. Then comes evidence against Siddharth in the form of Manamakalai. Manamakalai was a scientist at Siddharth's research lab, where a seaweed that can cure diabetes is found abundantly in the oceans. Siddharth tries to sell the technology and rights to extract medicine from the seaweed to multinational pharmaceutical companies, but is opposed by Manamakalai. So Siddharth hires goons and kill her. But before being killed, she records a video and stores it in an SD card so that someone will find it. Before Mithran can find the card, Siddharth finds out and appoints Vicky, Perumal Swami's sibling, to recuperate the card. However, Mithran advises Jana to get the card. He effectively gets the card after a battle with Vicky. However, through the bug, Siddharth knows this and kills Jana. Mithran returns to his extraordinary house where he finds a pin that has been changed in an image which ends up being the image of Ananya, who was Miss World 2011 and a nearby colleague of Siddharth whose sweetheart Shilpa was likewise important for that occasion. Mithran questions whether Siddharth himself would have come to his home. Mahima checks the fingerprints on the pin, keeping the weapon case Mithran got from Siddharth in his posting service, and the fingerprints match. A flashback uncovers that Siddharth killed Shilpa's dad so she wouldn't partake in the opposition, and as she won't have a pass to go to her dad's memorial service, he offers to take her in his contracted flight and prevails upon her. Mithran frantically searches for the bug, which he eventually finds and removes. Mithran captures Vicky and records all the information from him. He drugs Vicky and manipulates Siddharth into killing him. At the same time, Siddharth's father reads the changed medical report, which contains very good medical contracts for public welfare and multiple accusations against Tamilvanan. When Siddharth learns about this, he asks Sengalvarayan to pretend to have chest pains and move outside to the hospital. The ruling party forces Sengalvarayan either to resign within 24 hours or he will be dismissed. Mithran appeals to Tamilvanan that he has evidence and wants to arrest Siddharth, and he is granted permission to do so. Hence, Siddharth kills Sengalvarayan using his goons in an accident and forces Tamilvanan to stop actions against him, or he will lie that Tamilvanan killed his father for personal vengeance. However, the next day at Sengalvarayan's state funeral, Mithran arrests him on Tamilvanan's orders. At the point when Siddharth is captured, Mithran lets him know that the medication was licensed in Manamakalai's name, in spite of Siddharth being the creator, and will be made as non-exclusive medication rather than a patent-safeguarded one. It is additionally uncovered that Sengalvarayan is as yet alive, saved by Mithran and his posse, and the public memorial service held was for Jana. Mithran makes an arrangement that he would save Siddharth's life for data and proof on his crook partners as a whole, and exercises and gives him a tactical armor carrier to counterfeit his passing during his vehicle to the court. They additionally plan to bring down the arrangement arranged by different celebrities to kill Siddharth when one of them draws near to Siddharth. Mithran pushes him and discovers that Siddharth didn't wear the vest and is lethally shot by Shilpa. Prior to biting the dust, Siddharth lets Mithran know that he concealed all the proof in a SD card in the tactical armor, adding that he had not done it for the country but rather in light of the fact that Mithran had requested it. Siddharth's associates are captured and the film closes with marriage of Mahima and Mithran.